Today's story is Lucy and Tom's Day. Once upon a time, there were two little children called Lucy and Tom. This is a picture of them in the early morning. Lucy is big enough to get out of bed and put on her slippers and a big red dressing gown, and Tom sleeps in a cot. He throws all of his toys out one by one, bump, bump, bump onto the floor. 3 people visit Lucy and Tom's house before breakfast: the paper boy, the milkman, and the postman. Lucy's scraping the last bit of porridge out of her bowl, and Tom has just finished his and is waving his spoon about for some more. After breakfast, Lucy's very busy helping her mother about the house. Tom especially enjoys making the beds. I think he jumps on the bed more than makes it. At 10:30, the children have a drink and a biscuit. If it's fine, they go into the garden. The big children at the school next door are having their break, and they're running about playing games and shouting. This is the street where Lucy and Tom go with their mother to do the shopping. In this picture, they're both looking into the window of their favourite shop. It's a toy shop. Sometimes Lucy and Tom help their mum with the cooking. Tom can pop open the pea pods and collect the peas together in a colander, and Lucy loves making cakes. If her mother has any spare bits of dough, she makes them very round and tidy and cooks them in a tin plate at the bottom of the oven. This is Lucy and Tom having their lunch. And this is the roadman having his lunch of sandwiches wrapped up in paper. And this is a cat having her lunch out of a saucer, and the donkey having his lunch out of a bag. And this is a baby having her lunch and making a terrible mess. At rest time, Tom usually goes off to sleep, and Lucy has to be very quiet and look at her book or talk in whispers to her dolls. Sometimes she creeps out of the nursery before Tom wakes up to see if she can find her mummy on the sofa reading or writing a letter. In the afternoon, Lucy and Tom go to the park with their mum, where they see a great many other children with their mothers, and some of them bring their skipping ropes or balls or scooters, and they play, while their mothers like to sit around on the benches and talk a lot. Tom has got a new red scooter, which he likes to show off to the other little boys. He pedals very fast and makes loud car noises. At 4 o'clock, it's time to go home for tea. This is Lucy and Tom's favourite meal, particularly if there's something special to eat, like cherry cake or chocolate biscuits. After tea, they get out their toys and play. If Lucy is feeling kind, she brings one of her books and shows Tom the pictures. While Tom is very tired, he likes to just sit on his mummy's lap for a little while. And this is bedtime. Here are Lucy and Tom having their bath, and Tom has 3 ducks and 2 boats which he likes to throw into the water one by one. At the end of the day, Lucy's father is just finishing reading the story, and Tom is ready to cut it down in his cot. Soon both the children will be fast asleep. Good night, Lucy and Tom. There they are, fast asleep. Now it's your turn to be fast asleep. Night, night. God bless.